There was a single mom with a $15,000 water bill, a senior citizen who lived with no water in his home for 2 years because he couldn't pay the bills. We said, let's do a different story every week so nobody can say or gaslight us and say, there's nothing going on here, there's no problem, until we finally uncovered the corruption and mismanagement running rampant, draining the very people that the water department was supposed to serve.
Gives me chills just listening to it again. If you haven't heard, some big news for our KPRC2 Investigates team. They have been honored with one of the most, if not the most, prestigious award in broadcast journalism, the duPont-Columbia Award.
Yeah, and this recognition comes for their groundbreaking series, Drained, which exposed widespread issues in Houston's water department, from billing inaccuracies to allegations of corruption. It was a big win not only for our team, but for Houstonians who were quite literally left drained. KPRC2 investigative reporter Amy Davis joins us now following the big win. We have to say congratulations, Amy.
Thank you.
Your entire team. You really spent a long time, for more than 2 years, your team combing through public records, interviewing or trying to interview public officials to get to the bottom of what's going on. This series took a lot of work.
It did. It did. I mean, and it started as, just individual consumers, customers, water customers saying, why is my bill $7,000? Why are they saying I owe $700? And nobody will explain it. So we just did those sort of individual consumer stories until about the summer of 22, we said, wait, there are too many people with all these problems. Let's give this a title. Let's do this consistently until the water department stops acting like we're crazy, Yeah,
well, you were kind of a pain. You were a thorn in the side of the water department, the mayor, the people in charge who really had a lot of answering to do. What kept you going back? What kept you going back and just being consistent and insistent with this story?
Well, I think it was just all of the customers that would call. I mean, you help one customer and then 10 more call you. And in those early days in 22, I mean, it was taking months sometimes after we call. I mean, can you imagine what people were facing when they were doing it on their own to try to resolve some of these issues that would seem pretty cut and dry? And then I think doing those stories weekly of just the customer problems, that's what led to the tip that we got about the corruption, because they were seeing like, hey, this team is working on water billing issues. They should know about what seems to be some unethical, issues with the contracts going on. So that's when we really started a lot more of the open records requests.
And Amy, I know there were so many different people affected by what was happening. Did you find that Houstonians were shocked at the lack of transparency in our government? Because Tessa's heard me say this a million times, and our viewers know that I truly believe journalists deserve respect. You go out there every day, you put yourself at risk to try to uncover the answers, but this really underscores that there's a lack of transparency.
Absolute lack of transparency. And I guess that also kept me going, because why wouldn't you want to straighten out these issues? Clearly, if something's broken, what's the problem? Why wouldn't you want to fix it?
Especially if you're an elected official.
Yes,
it's your job to take care of Houstonians, right?
So I did find that very odd when we first started looking into this in 22, not only with the head of Public Works, the mayor, anybody that you went to for questions, city council at the time, at first when they'd say, yeah, let me try to help you get answers. And then they would call us back and say, sorry, the water department said we're not able to talk to them about individual constituent accounts.
Like it's the Wizard of Oz, and there's a man behind the curtain, and no one knows quite who's in charge.
Or what's going on. Yeah. Exactly.
And water is one of these basic human rights. It's a basic need. It's a basic right. We live in what people say is the greatest country in the world. So there was definitely a lack of accountability there. You helped single moms. You helped veterans. You helped everyday people who are just trying to make an honest living and live their life, and they were being hit with these bills that were so high, so astronomically high. What sticks out the most for you?
So a couple of individual customers probably, and I think the first was Edward Williams, the man in Acres Homes, who lived for 4 years without running water in his house because he was trying to find out from the city, like, why are you saying that I use this much water? There's no way I could have used this much water. And all they would say is, well, that's what the meter says. That's what it's got to be. And so when they finally shut off his water for lack of payment, he's like, I mean, I can't pay that big back bill to turn it back on, so forget it. And he didn't even tell his grown children that he didn't have water in his house.
Wow.
And it wasn't until his son came home from serving and went to use the restroom, and he's like, Dad, I can't flush the toilet. He's like, leave it, I'll do it later. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I gotta use a bucket to flush the toilet. His son was like, what? Like, how long have you been living like this?
Wow.
No
I mean,
one should
those
have to live
stories.
like that.
That just is a testimony to the importance of the local journalism, because it takes someone local, boots on the ground, to care about your local community.
Right.
Can you just emphasize on that?
I mean, I think so, and I think what was so rewarding about this and so many people saying congratulations and thank you is that, I mean, we know, like, local TV news gets a bad rap. I mean, everybody thinks that everybody is biased, but I mean, this really was service-oriented journalism. I mean, trying to help people with a problem that a large number of people seem to have. I mean, there was no, side. It was just like, hey, let's pay for what we're using. And I think that just to see so many people who were so grateful and to get this award,
it's beautiful.
Thank you. It was amazing. Sort of underscored that of why we're here. I mean, a national network couldn't come in and devote this much time to figuring out these problems. I mean, we were here. We're in the community. We get the same water bills. We see the problems. And that's how we were able to help.
Amy, we're tight on time. This award is beautiful. It's so well deserved. And I know this is one of many awards you have earned over the course of your career. But I think our viewers know you well enough to know that you're not in this career for the awards.
No.
What do you think it is about you that constantly pushes to try to get to the bottom of issues like the one you've been investigating for 2 years?
I don't know. I mean, I think more like just helping people, right? I mean, don't you think, I don't know if you've ever experienced when somebody calls you for help and then you start like, okay, let me get the information, let me call, and then you think, oh, if I wasn't paid to sit here for 8 hours and try to figure this out for somebody, if I had to be at another job,
who would help
what the
them?
heck would I do,
Right.
So, I mean, I think that's it. And so this is amazing, and I love this, but more, I mean, just the people who are so grateful. Jan Adelman, he's a senior citizen in Kingwood who stood up at that city council meeting where we invited people back in October of 23. He sent an email and said, congratulations. His wife had died. And he was trying to tell city council and the water department, there's no way we use these tens of thousands of gallons of water because I was with my wife who was in ICU. She since passed. And now, months later, I'm dealing with, you telling me that I owe thousands of dollars. Like, there's no way.
Wow.
So for those people.
Yeah.
Wow, unbelievable.
Well, we saw some footage of you getting to bask in the award, in the spotlight. You represented KPRC so well, and really the entire team.
We do want to put up their photo and give them a shout out. The entire KPRC2 Investigates team working on this project. Of course, Andrea Sladen, Adrian Montez, John Hill, Bill Carruthers, Ninfa Saavedra, Ana Lastra. Huge congratulations to everyone. I know it was a huge effort.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't have done it by myself. They're amazing.
Great team. Awesome
Yeah, great
team.
work. And by the way, you can stay updated with the entire Drain series by visiting our website, HoustonLife.tv. We have linked all the updates. Just find that scene on Houston Life section.
Go watch the series because it's phenomenal.
You're very rude, Amy. Every time I see Amy in the hallways, I tell her how rude she is. But you know what? She goes for it.
Yeah,
It's
and
good
we're
stuff.
big fans if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, you're not actually rude. You're doing a great job. By the way, we do want to mention, as of today, all 7 people indicted in this investigation, specifically the Houston Waterline contract corruption scandal. They have reached plea deals. The charges came after that years-long KPRC2 Drained investigation exposed them, and now they've all admitted guilt.
Well, okay, don't go anywhere. Houston Life will be right back. Stay rude.
Stay rude, Houston.